Hello, today I'll be teaching you people how to cook chicken the right way. Let's get started. So first you got to clean the chicken, get off the feathers and the scum. It's a long process, but it's good to know that what you're eating is clean. Cut it down the middle, split it. I tackle a bitch, love to wrestle. Young bachelor, we love to play. So come out when I move to know my move when I grab your waist. Know you fucking a man that's made. Here's how I made it. Keep it low key, she ain't out to play. Take your chicken to the sink, give it a good wash. Make sure you clean your chicken, otherwise you'll be eating all this. Send you to early grave. Good stuff, yo. I got these chicken from Tesco. 2 packs, £1.84 each. The next step is a little bit long. You'll have to pat the chicken dry just so that it bonds with the coating properly. But if you're fishing like me, put them all at the same time, layer it on top and pat it. Next step is the bonding. You can use buttermilk, but I don't have that, so using eggs and milk and a bit of vinegar. The vinegar, bit of chemistry, the acidity thickens the solution, which will help it bond with the chicken. And the measurements aren't too important, just kind of eyeball it until the chicken is covered and you got a good mix of the 3 things. Now, you can add the seasoning into the buttermilk, but I prefer to just do it in the coating. You have to leave it for around 10 minutes maybe, just so it properly soaks in. So for the time being, I'll clean up. Today's video is sponsored by YouFit. 50 grams of protein, fat-free, no added sugar. So now we're return to our lovely, clean-ish work surface. As you can see, some of the milk has begun to form kind of clumps. That's a good sign. It shows that the milk is thickening, so it's bonding. Now for our breading or coating, we are using a bit of flour, corn flour and baking powder. Some people use all flour, but the corn flour is thinner and lighter, so you get a lighter, crispier coat rather than a thick, soggy, heavy one. And baking powder just helps it get. Next, you add in your seasonings. I'll put in garlic powder, turmeric, paprika, onion salt, oregano, salt and pepper. You can put in what you want, but just remember, if your seasoning doesn't change color, then you just be eating plain flour, so I wouldn't recommend it. I recommend using a wire rack for the next step, just to allow excess flour to drip off. Basically, you take a piece of chicken, put it in the flour, take the chicken with your right hand, and then cover it with your left hand, so your wet hand doesn't go into the dry batter. Squeeze it a bit to get it a bit compressed, and then if you want, you can put it back in there and put it back in. And so here is the finished product, looking nice already. And Korean flour. Don't say it, I know you're thinking of a recipe. Get your hob to medium-high heat. Get your vegetable oil in there. You only start when there's white smoke coming from the oil. Wouldn't recommend tossing water in there to check it, but you can also use a wooden spoon and see if there's bubbles forming around it. I would recommend using one of these, or maybe some tongs. These are better because they drain the oil out the bottom. If you don't have either, then good luck. Give your chicken a bit of space. Don't let them make it too crowded, or they'll stick together and lose their coating. And now, when you take one out, just leave it on a rack with holes so it can drip, so the oil comes off it. Now look at that. It's our called perfection. Yeah. So you can get a sauce going as well. I've got a sauce, bit of garlic, gochujang paste, sugar, sesame oil. There's no sesame seeds because Carl finished them, but when your sauce is bubbling and cooking, pour in cornstarch slurry. This will make it, the water makes it thin, but then the cornstarch makes it thicker. So it turns into a sauce, I guess. And so that brings this video to a close. We got the chicken with the sauce. Would have been nicer with sesame seeds and spring onion, but can't eat all of them. And you got the plain chicken, okay? Looking crispy, coated nicely, seasonings there. See that black pepper? Here we go. Lovely.